Up with Dr. Leyland. Step into the future, the world is waiting now. Dreams are in the making, we'll show you how. From the books to the screen, from the stage to the stars. Level up your game, let's raise the bar. Innovation, inspiration, it's in our DNA. Breaking through the limits, we're paving the way. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. Empowered in your passion, your voice will be heard. Building a legacy with every word. From podcasts to pages, from business to art. Level Up's the place where it all can start. With heart and with vision, we're chasing every goal. Together we'll ignite the fire in your soul. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, we're trailblazing, breaking through the mold. Dreams are alive, let your story unfold. With courage and pride, we'll take the fight. At Level Up, we own the night. Level up, reach the sky, take the lead, don't be shy. Your story's worth it, your light will shine. At Level Up Academy, it's your time. Oh, it's your time. At Level Up Academy, we rise and climb. So let's level up and never look back. On the road to greatness, we're on the right track. Together we'll soar, together we'll thrive. At Level Up Academy, we're alive.
Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Some technical difficulties in the audio room with my dear sister. Look at how pretty she is in pink. Isn't she so cute? Anywho, today's topic is about community empowerment, highlight stories, and probably strategies really for creating a positive impact within our communities. And before we start, I want to invite you guys to our Chronicles of Scattered Pages, Stories from Everywhere. I have an announcement to make tonight that I have been sitting on this with Susanna really for about a good year for sure. I've been thinking about it probably for the last 2 years. And I just needed to see and pivot and change and what I can and what I can pivot in. Anyhow, part of the writing obviously is for impact and legacy, where you can show up and tell your stories, right? You gain visibility through multi-platform promotions, establishing yourself as an authority within your field, and share your impactful story with like-minded community while building your personal brand and legacy. Most of the time, anthologies can be done by pretty much everybody. Like, I see people doing anthologies all the time, right? But the continuation of your story is as important as the beginning of your story. And really continue that impact, right? We've lost sisters last year. They have been a co-author with us, and their legacy truly lives on. We won't forget about them because they're a part of our lives. And that is what part of being in community should be, right? And of course, we are having a couple of sponsors influencing you. I will be in their platform teaching my secrets again tomorrow. They are a bunch of people, literally influencers globally, come to this platform to teach others on how, especially small businesses people, on how to do social media and how we create our social media to grow. Right. And then, of course, I love my Bella Grace. I continue to have, I skipped like 2 days because I was trying to clean stuff in my messy around me right now. And I actually couldn't find my box of elixir, and sure enough, yesterday my knee started to hurt. So I know for sure that Bella Grace Elixir is helping, and I'm hoping continuously taking it will help obviously make you look younger, making you feel good because it's actually working at a cellular level. And the innovations that they've created are actually things that people already have been taking for years and years and years, right? From the Amazonian and on. And then, of course, the lip serum. You guys already know that's my favorite lip serum. And then the spray, we have the serum and the collagen. Collagen right now is really helping me because of the heater that we have at home. So it gets really like dry skin. And I have a lot, and I mean a lot of skincare, but this actually helps me in the day, especially in the morning when I have to go through heater and then cold and heater and then cold. Then, of course, my other sponsor is my sister. Look at that. Isn't she so pretty? She is my business partner and more likely going to be my co-chair and board member for what I'm about to tell you today. And I'm going to need your help. I will release more information as we seek partnerships and sponsorships and things like that we're going to do here in San Diego. We're going to start in San Diego, and then obviously we're going to keep going, hopefully nationally and obviously internationally. I have a lot to share tonight, so I'm going to keep going. My Mike to Million book is still available at 50% because I want people to know that this is the like easy entrance for you to really brand yourself, right? Just a matter of knowing when to start, how to start, and who to start it with to collaborate so you can go big quickly. My other sponsor is my brother from another mister, Mike Asher Brenner, and this is his business, Hounds of Business Community. And we are here today because we're going to talk about community a lot. Level Up has its own community as well. And then, of course, right, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, and TikTok, since TikTok is back for at least, 75 to 90 days there. All right, so let's go ahead and really start today. Let's see if I can show this. Hopefully you guys are going to see it in a minute. All right, so do you see it? I hope you see it. I think you are. Okay, so this is called Empowering Communities for Lasting Change. And every single Sunday, I usually will have a somewhat of a lecture, not really a lecture, more like information, right? So you guys, because we're not in a classroom, we're literally on YouTube, on LinkedIn. So it's more sharing of information on what I teach in the classroom. So let's go ahead and move to the next one and start. Right? This is about strategies and stories for impact through Level Up Academy. So let's see if we can move. Oh man, we're not moving that. Let's see. Can we move it? We might have to move it that way. You guys see the movement? I hope. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Helen Keller literally stated, like, alone we can do little, together we can do so much. And she is my, like, idol when it comes to community building, right? And here's, hopefully, let me see if I can.
Hi, everyone. My name is Miguel Angel Davila, and I'm the founder and applied anthropologist of Davila Applied Anthropological Research, located here in New York City. I'm quoting this message in Times Square to express my gratitude and appreciation to Level Up Academy by Dr. Constance Leland. I reached out to Level Up Academy by Dr. Constance Leland because I needed help in boosting and amplifying my messaging. Since working with Dr. Constance, I've been part of her 50 inspirational connections on LinkedIn. I participated in multiple live stream events, and thanks to Dr. Constance, I have become a 2-time international best-selling author. My next project with Dr. Constance will be academic publishing and a conference in February. I thank you, Dr. Constance Leland, and I appreciate all you've done for me. Thank you.
Okay, I love it. So this is one of my students, Shawanda. Let's see if I can play it.
Hello, Dr. Leland. How you doing? This is Shawanda Hamilton. I just wanted to let you know you do have my permission to upload the video that we had to do for your class at the last 10 weeks to give feedback about you and what we learned. It was a pleasure to come along your path and be taught by you. So I will leave this in regards to saying yes. Please upload that video of feedback regarding Dr. Leland. Thank you. Turned in our week 6 project. I'm like, oh, okay, it all making sense now. The steps of the process of doing the research. Oh, wow. Research and report writing is not for the weak. So I would just say, Dr. Leland, you are very phenomenal. You have really taught me in the era to really critical think. You can't just jot down on anything. You have to take your time, be verbatim, word from word, make sure everything is ethical. And I really do thank you, and I appreciate you for working with me and leading and guiding me. And going forward, I can say I am confident enough to do a research. If one is to put one in my face and have me to actually have that as a responsibility, I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be scared because I had a confidence now because I was taught by Dr. Leland, who is awesome and very phenomenal. I have the patience of us learning this process because it is a process. And it's worth the process to have an experience in. All right. Thank you, guys.
Yes, it is a process, okay? And that is for that thing that I told you about, guys, for research, right? For research and writing. That is why, right? So let's go ahead and do some actionable strategies so that you can create your own positive impact. Have you guys heard of the Scamper framework? Scamper, SCAMPER, S for substitute. Think about what you can substitute in your product, your processes, or your services. Okay, and replacing materials or doing a different steps, right? Looking at what can we substitute for something that is good for us, for our company. C is for combine. Can you combine 2 or more ideas or components or steps? A is for adapt. What can you adapt from something else to solve your problem? You could borrow ideas, you could borrow techniques or approach from other industries or contexts, right? Like example, adapt gamification elements from video games to employee training. And M is for modify or magnify. What can you modify or magnify to improve it? Change your size, shape, scale, amplify a feature or function. And P is put to another use. Can you use this product or processes that you're doing for a different purpose, right? What can you remove or simplify? And then R is for rearrange or reverse. Remember, we talked about reverse engineering all the time. Can you rearrange to order or reverse the process? Change the sequence of your operations. I do this all the time for my services, guys, right? And then, of course, what else? What else can we do? What else do we need to do for problem solving, to think creative solutions, to that we can challenge what we need to do? Process improvement, right? All your workflows and things like that. What can you substitute? What can you modify, right? Reverse all of your ideas if you need to or for somebody else. So that's called Scamper. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is select. Section 1, why community empowerment? Why do you need community empowerment? Well, let's talk about that, right? Definition. First of all, community empowerment is about giving people the tools, the resources, and confidence to take charge of their own growth and well-being. Community is there to help you so that you can do your best. right? Community is not there to do your job. Community is there to support. Impact on society. Reduce your inequality and poverty if you can by helping each other. Improve mental health and well-being by fostering connection. You meet really cool people when you try your best to really look for someone that connects with you and aligns with your culture, with your amazing, ideas, and creates a stronger sense of ownership and shared responsibility. And then the third one is the multiplier effect. Empowered individuals empower others, right? For example, a young person mentored through a leadership program may turn to mentor others. You never know, right? You never know. And that is what we mean by community empowerment. So let me tell you a little bit of story on this one, okay? This is a group of students that I actually had the pleasure. They're from Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, from East Central Africa. They were part of my research students trying to get their degree, and I was their project manager. It's a 16-week program, so we set out to specific goals in mind, including conducting real-time research, where participants were tasked with creating a survey within their surrounding village to collect data and conduct interviews. The focus of their research was centered on identifying challenges and solutions related to women and girls' safety, legal rights, and social justice. The journey wasn't without its challenge, guys. They had issues like unstable internet connectivity, limited participant engagement. It was during COVID, so no one wants to come out. They didn't have any cell phones or phones. I mean, difficulty synthesizing data was appropriate research methods. I mean, there was just so much information overload for them, and also anything stack up against them. But I guided the team through all these obstacles, offering support strategies so that they could refine their approach and still get to the end. Right. But in the end, happy to tell you that my students successfully completed their research, producing valuable insights for their government, actually. And not only did they grow as researchers, but the findings also helped them collaborate within their communities so they could build insights, creating meaningful solutions to advance safety, law, and social justice for women and girls. Okay. When I tell you I've been fighting the fight of women and girls for a long time, I'm not kidding you. Okay. But let's look at how we can harness these ideas using strategies and tools like those that we offered. The first one that I told you is the scamper, right? And then what are some of the strategies that actually create positive impact? Well, first, foster education and awareness. Second, build your partnerships and collaborate locally. And then, of course, you ask, why does it matter? Well, empower communities through participation. It matters is when people actively participate in creating solutions, they actually take ownership of the outcomes, leading to that long-term impact, right? How do we implement that? Involve community members in identifying their challenges, brainstorm those solutions, and implement those projects. So, how do we celebrate? Well, to tie it all together tonight, because we're not going to go into detail on all of these things, why it works? Because success inspires action and builds momentum. How do you implement something within your community if you're not part of Level Up Academy and you're just going to your own community? Use social media and events to highlight stories of individuals or your groups that have made a difference. Provide a platform for empowered individuals so that they can share their experiences and create that cycle of inspiration, right? And so how Level Up Academy fits in a call to action: be a sponsor, be on TV, be a mentor, be part of our community, write with us. Whatever you want to do, we are literally here for you. Now remember that the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. This is from Oscar Wilde, okay? So remember, guys, empowered communities drive sustainable change through education, collaboration, and storytelling. We all can create a world where everyone has the tools to thrive. My vision is a world transformed by small empowered actions, where every single individual recognizes their power to make a difference. So I, Dr. Leland, encourage you to take one small step today to uplift your community, whatever that is. And thank you for your support as always. Are you guys ready? I hope so. Hi, everybody. I know you like my hair. Look at my labubus. They're all over the place. I love them so much. Okay, let's bring in Sister from another Meta. Hello, sister. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. We basically flipped here.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm going the dark hair. You're going the blonde.
I know. What is up with that? I know. I was feeling red hair today, but I was like, I think I'm gonna change differently today. I don't know how, but I will.
I
I'm
almost went red,
feeling.
but I decided
Yeah.
I haven't done dark hair in a while, so
Yeah, I actually was gonna do dark hair, but it was too much brushing. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing dark hair. I'm just gonna do this because it's not brushing needed. And this is pretty long. It's like 22 inches. I'm like, ooh, I feel cute today. Okay,
exactly.
so
Long is long.
holy, holy moly, we have almost 700 people here from YouTube. Holy crap! All right, hello everybody. I love you guys. Okay, sis, let's talk. What do you think about the scamper?
Scamper. Now there's no E in that, right? Because I didn't hear anything that began with an E. Because I'm
I
I'm
forget the E part.
well,
I
now
probably,
it's
I
possible that
probably.
there isn't one. So
Let's
I
take a
just
look.
have to double check that one because I got the substitute, combine, adapt, modifier, magnify, put to another use, and then it was rearrange.
No, there is an E. What the heck? I think I missed I probably missed the E. I'm talking. I was just going so fast. To get going. E actually is eliminate. Eliminate what you can remove and simplify. I did say remove or simplify, but I didn't emphasize the E for eliminate. But it is
Right.
eliminate. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. So that could have been part of rearrange too, depending on how you rearrange. But
Rearrange would be more of like reverse, because you could reverse and rearrange, but something, but not necessarily take out anything. Eliminate is literally just take out anything. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, I like that approach, that way of thinking of it. I like that. And the thing that really stuck to me was the active participation is more likely to lead to taking ownership. And that's what we need. We need more participation. So whether you're going through Scamper or however you end up doing this to empower the community, to grow it, that's all part of the process. And when people take ownership, it's also another form of belonging.
Oh, Miguel is here. Miguel, did you see your thing? I tried to take all the noise outside of Miguel because he's in New York, so it was really noisy. So I was like, okay, try to delete the thing. I'm working on my sister Susanna for my YouTube, and I'm working on my sister Danielle for my YouTube. I need to collect more recommendations. It's a really good practice if you are a business owner, because people use text. So let me tell you a little backstory. Someone offered to do something for me, and I said, sure, no problem. She's like, oh, just give me $500. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, slow down your roll. I need people reference what you wrote. Like, you wrote a lot in your website, right? Like, so and so did this and said this and da da da. I said, oh, you have 10. I just need 3 people, and I see the pictures in there. I want to zoom on all 3 of them. I want this person, this person, and this person. And she's like, sure, no problem. And he goes, okay, can they just be on the phone? I'm like, no. I need to see them in Zoom because I want to match what you have on your website, their faces, and in Zoom. And she went around it and she keeps asking for the $500. I said, okay, let me get you this straight. Zoom or no go? That's
Simple.
literally it. And got quiet. And I said, yeah. See, the problem is when you talk to somebody, okay, I learned my lesson in this one 2 years ago where someone was talking to me on the phone, pretending that was my friend and collecting friends on LinkedIn under my account. And so basically what's happening is that people lie who they are. If I can see you in your face, I won't do it. Some people are kind of creepy on my LinkedIn. So if I avoid you, like literally, I try not to be rude as much as possible, but if you get on my nerves, I will definitely go there. It's just that it is a professional platform. Please don't ask me to date you. Please don't ask me to Zoom you personally. I have my own Zoom and I'm here to do business, not sketchy business. I'm just gonna put it out there. I have been married 22 years, yes. So please don't ask anything. I have 2 kids. Two of them's gonna be adult this year. So please don't. Like, just don't go there, okay? I'm asking you, begging you, don't, because if you get on my nerves, I will blast you. I'm trying my best to just really calm down and like, CJ, no, they just didn't get it. Different culture. Like, I'm trying to make excuses at this point for people. But honestly, guys, LinkedIn is not a dating place. LinkedIn is not a place where you do dating. And I know some people also are inviting me to their workshop on like love and dating. Again, if that is your business, put it in your business page. I won't be in it. I'm not dating. I don't want to date. And even if I wasn't married, I don't want to date nobody. People are cray today. I'm just saying. I will travel with my sisters and I will just collect laboo-boos. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Right? It's not happening. Now, when it comes to empowering communities for lasting change, what is the lasting change that you have done for a community? Because I think we met at HOB, right?
We met in the HOB. We met at the early stages. Now it's almost 2 years ago. 2 years ago
Yeah.
next month.
Yeah.
And because you were on somebody's show and we connected over the butterfly effect, really.
Yeah.
That was the connection. And anybody who doesn't understand it, because there's 2 butterfly effects. I only talk about as written by Ray Bradbury in the time travel short story A Sound of Thunder. I would not change anything in my past because it would change who I am now. You had already said that
Mm-hmm.
essentially in that live stream. And so then it's like, oh, I got to say the butterfly effect, and away we go.
Yeah. Because they were asking, like, I think they were asking me about my background of how, like, what I started and stuff. And I said, guys, my life is crazy. Like, I didn't grow up in the Philippines. I mean, I was born and raised in the Philippines. I didn't grow up in America. And when I say I've seen poor, I've seen poor kids that don't have slippers, don't have anything to eat and things like that. So yeah, we still consider third world countries, right? And I grew up. This is the person who raised me, my grandmother. She's no longer with us, and I wish she is, because she only speaks Old Latin. That's her first language from Spain. She's Española. So my first language was Old Latin, and then Chinese, because my grandfather was from Guangzhou, China, Mongolian, really. So that was that, and then Visayan, because that's a Filipino where I grew up in that village, is that, and then Tagalog is the main language. So when I came to America, I didn't know how to speak English, but that doesn't stop me. There's just so many things that could have stopped me, but I refuse, right? Including cancer. Like, that just won't stop me. I'm just going to keep going. And I think when I think about it in the back of my head, it's like when they ask me if there's anything from all your adversity you would change, what would it be? And I said, I wouldn't change anything.
No.
Because I wouldn't be here. Part of your life and part of your adversity, as hard as it may be, is for you to reflect, what are you doing that should be opportunities for growth, not limitations. If your life is so hard, reflect, how can you make it better? There's got to be a way for you to do it. How can you make it better? CJ, there's no way I can make it better. You're lying to your damn self. There is a way. It's going to be hard. I'm never going to say it's easy. It's not going to be easy. But you can change. It's choice. Everything you do is a choice. And Warren Buffett was right. You either choose to have an opportunity for growth or choose for limitations, which is you're full of excuses at that point, right? I can't do this because of this. I can't do this because of that. No, you cannot do it because you already committed to yourself that you cannot do it. If you say you can't, then you can't. There's no arguing in it, right? Stop arguing with your damn self. But just move on. And I think what you need to do is find happiness and peace. That's it. That's what I live for every day. What about you, sis? What are you finding every day? Struggles and, limitations and adversities.
Every day has its struggles, and it really comes down to finding the wins every day. If there's that much struggle, then what are the wins? End the day looking at what were the wins, and what are you manifesting to happen the next day? What are your goals for the next day? Because when you can do that, you can always find some wins. You can always find something that went right. It doesn't matter if it's like, you just look back on the day, it's like, oh, this whole day was
A mess.
yeah. And yet, if you look back, there are going to be moments that it wasn't, that it was better than everything else. And so
Yeah.
you can look at that and you can start adding those up. And maybe you've got a small amount, and then the next day you start seeing that there's more. Because number one, you're thinking about it. You're reflecting on it. You're seeing what you're doing. And pretty soon you will see those wins, those positives when they happen. And if you're doing it when they happen, that's going to that's going to come back and just keep building you up until you start breaking free of what was holding you back.
Yeah, I love this one. I wanna play the other one. I know Level Up Reach the Sky is the chorus, guys. Like literally I'm on there. I listen to my podcast just for the beginning of my song. I'm like dancing in my car. I want to put it on a CD and burn it. The words are really amazing. They're really I got because I put Mike in there, I put my sister Susanna in there, and I put Sister Danielle on what they say, and I made it into my own. But I love this one too.
Level up, it's time to rise, unlock your potential, reach for the skies, transform pain to purpose, find clarity and stride. With Dr. Leyland leading, we stand side by side. Collaboration fuels us, together we thrive at Level Up Academy. Your dreams come alive.
I love that. Don't you think? And then you're like, oh my gosh,
How
yes,
can you
Danielle.
not move to it?
Right, that's what I said. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my God, Sister April. Hello, beautiful sisters. Okay, Sister April, I need the new price tag for the day pass because I'm gonna do it. So Sister April here actually has a couple of things going on. Two things. Her and Michelle Ward are having leveled up our community through something that they really want to help us, right? Can you do me a favor, sister, and put the dates in there and the links on this show on YouTube, if you could share that, because I know it's coming up. And also, she's gonna, first time I'm gonna meet her in person and hoping that Danielle and I'm still praying and manifesting. It's more than 20 days. They could come here to San Diego and join me with April and Victoria in Victoria's home, really. And we need women needs recharge and in charge, right? And Susanna, should we tell them what we're planning to do with the nonprofit and all that? I was gonna say it later, but I'm just like, oh, I'm so excited.
I can see the excitement. I hear it. I can hear it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's just the question is how much do we want to tease it until we finally.
I don't know. I'm hoping I'll be doing it. There's a lot of like forms and government stuff that I have to like do, so my head's is spinning. But I literally already created the business plan, guys. I have the executive summary. I even have the organization and description of how I structure it. I did create a market analysis. I did comparative analysis of who my competitions are and their weaknesses and how I can actually fill the gap. But it's going to have a couple of things. First, let me share my vision and mission statement for it. My vision statement is to be a transformative space where women and girls, these are very specific, women and girls, discover their potential, build unshakable confidence, and rise to their fullest potential in life, education, and personal growth. Again, if you don't know my background, I have two daughters, right? My mission statement is at Level Up Academy, our mission is to empower women and girls to rise their fullest potential through transformative education and personal development. Where we provide a safe, inspiring space where they can build confidence, cultivate leadership, and embrace their unique strategies. I'm looking at it a holistic view, not just leadership, but everything. Through tailored program in education, self-confidence, and personal refinement, we aim to create a generation of women who are resilient, keyword poised, and ready to lead. I'm going to create a charm school. Yeah, I know. So Level Up Academy for the web is actually leveling up soon. I want to create my own TV network where you, if you're going to have a live stream, can be on TV. You do have to pay monthly because of all the other things. We're going to talk about that. But now you can afford to be on TV. It's going to be through Level Up Academy TV, and you can have your own show in there. And it's open 24 hours. And you can have your live stream in there and things like that. So that is the goal for Level Up Academy. So there's two. The LLC is going to continue with the social media, with the press release room, with everything else, magazines, that's going to stay. Then we're creating a nonprofit school because for women and girls specifically, right? And I love the Charm and Confidence School because we're going to have confidence building courses. We're going to need partnerships. April, hint, hint. We're going to need that. We're going to need etiquette and social grace training. So modern etiquette, like dining, how do you, which fork do you need to use? We're going to have conversations on professionalisms for women and girls, right? To have respect for themselves. Personal style and wardrobe confidence. I'm going to probably ask people who are in that industry. I have my own opinion, but I want somebody who really are in that industry to teach our kids. It's going to be in San Diego, start with, and then we're going to have self-care and wellness workshop. I'm going to have skincare. I'm going to have beauty and self-care routines in there so we can promote confidence and stress management, mindfulness, self-love. That's part of Charm School. But then we have an educational programs. And then we're going to have community and networking services where mentorship happens. We're going to have creative and life enrichment class, right? We're going to have art, writing, storytelling. And then we're going to have a signature experience, April, getting from your book, where we have level up retreats. We're going to have graduation experience, and we're going to have girl boss camp. Hey, girl boss. I'm just saying. So yeah, that is the goal. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I would love to see Michelle's daughter in there, right? Michelle Ramos. What do you think, sis?
I'm loving it. And we actually know a lot of women who have daughters, and guys too, that we would
Micah
love to
too.
see them show up. I mean, we have Mikey's sister too, and
Yeah, he has two
we've
daughters.
got two daughters.
Hmm.
So being able to bring those daughters in, and looking at the different age ranges, because there's so many points, and there's really different aspects that they need at different ages.
They
So
do. They do. And we started with Shonda's nonprofit as well. And I also could really see Agape's nonprofit for domestic violence, right? Because
mhm.
yes, men get domestic violence too, but my focus is women and girls. And so I could get speakers on this, the dating, the love bombing, the respect, all of these things, right? And the moral and ethical values. You got to start with those conversation, and then also classes for parents, what to look out for, what to watch out for in social media with their children. Those are important, right? So we're gonna have those as well. So that is the goal. I know my goal is so big, guys. I need your help again. like, and Sister Susanna and Sister Danielle signed up already on that one, so we'll see how that goes. Um, I think this is how I will build empowering communities for lasting change. What do you think, sister?
Definitely, because it's all designed for lasting change. Once you've got San Diego, then it's just picking where the next places make sense, where to go, and again, you're building communities. You see what's there, and then we can go in and do something that some of it could be collaboration, and others it's filling the gap that's missing, and most importantly, it's focused on those girls, teenagers, young women, to move beyond what they're always being what they get, what they're learning from social media and everything, and actually getting a little bit more real world understanding as well. I mean, social media is not real world.
Yeah,
It's there, it's part of life, but your real world is when you unplug from social media, what happens. And it's like you got to be careful who you meet from social media, and
yeah.
what you're doing, just going to your car in the parking lot. Things that you just have to keep in mind, and understand that it's all part of life, and how to keep yourself safe so that you can fly.
I learned so much from the true conversation at 8 in this morning with my daughter Bella,
Yep.
with Daniel's son Ezra. Ezra, shout out to you, boy. You are so smart. And also Maddie,
Yeah.
Shanta's daughter, very, very poised in like the conversation, that they're having. And I can't believe that we produce amazing kids. Like, wow, that's so good. So we need to foster those and multiply them in such a way that they remain children, but they're not naive to not know what's the future, because AI is the future. Everyone is like AI, AI. Guys, we have to remember with people, okay? That's why we have left brain and right brain, which I already taught that, is that you need to have soft skills. All of these AI box things, yes, it is the future, but that is the hard skills. You need to be able to communicate with people, from body language to facial expression to the tone of your voice to your hand gestures to your presentation, right? You need to be able to learn P's and Q's on those things, right? The military is so good because they're colorblind. They don't care if you're white, black, purple, yellow, it doesn't matter, right? Because in the war, you could be someone that you're like, I hate them because the color of their skin, and they're the only one who's going to save your butt in the war, right? It has to be colorblind. I want to live like that for my children and my great grandkids, where they don't see color, they see people. And you got to teach them values. You got to teach them ethics. You got to teach them moral codes. You got to teach them how to be proper people, literally, right? Like, being TikTok famous doesn't necessarily, and having all this money doesn't necessarily mean you're actually being a human being doing that. You're perpetuating a culture that I don't want, right? So if I can't keep complaining about it, not doing anything about it, I just become part of the whole journey. But if I say, nope, I'm going to create something that even if there's 350 million people in America and I'm only going to reach 100 million, I did my job after I expired. Somebody is there to like continue the conversation, right? What are your thoughts on that, sister?
I agree with all of that, because we want to, as even as April put in there, we want to inspire others. We want to help them to not only be able to step into the world as themselves and start soaring, but to be the next leaders that take the next generation behind them and help them to do the same thing, learn the lessons, and understand the way that you have to change, because every generation things are going to be different. Every generation is going to have a different approach, different understanding, a different view of the world. And being able to understand those different views and how to work with each generation is what's critical to a world that's, like you said, it's colorblind. It's focused on gratitude,
Skills.
helping, collaboration, skills, training, and getting people to be able to do the things that they want to do and not necessarily feel like they have to do. Because when you're doing the stuff that you love, you're doing something that you want, you're much better at it, your mental health is better, and you you're going to be a better trainer for those that are coming up behind you. If you're trying to fit into a box, some people, they can do that. And they can have that chameleon ability to move in and out of boxes however they need to, and bless them for that, because that's a unique skill. Not all of us can do that. So being able to stay out of the boxes that you don't fit, be your authentic self, and find those spaces that you belong, and help others so that they feel belonging. They can drop masks, and they can flourish, so they can help the next generation behind them.
Yeah. I'll be honest though. I mean, if we're gonna stay authentic, I do fit on boxes. I had to. I have to, right? Most of us do. We have
Mhm.
to fit in boxes that we have to do, like a professor box, a teacher box, a mom box. Like, we have boxes that we fit into. But again, at the end of the day, it's all choice. Choice, choice,
Exactly.
choice. It's a powerful thing. So, sister, she said, whose birthday? Oh, my finger just did that. But Susanna's birthday is coming up. Do you want to tell them when?
Oh, my birthday's later in April. I'll just say I'm a Taurus.
No, you got to put the date because April's like, whose birthday? So we got to talk about it now.
Now
Come
that's
on.
2 okay, let's see.
2 months.
January, February to March to April. That's just under 3 months away.
Ooh, this week is the last week of January. Oh, shout out to my mother. Her birthday was on Friday and she has a flu. I feel so bad for her. Hi, mommy. No, you got to tell them. I know it's a Wednesday. Go ahead, tell April. She's putting it down on her calendar.
It's the 23rd.
April 23rd, April. April 23rd, April.
23rd, because I'm a Taurus. I'm right at the start of Taurus, and
Mike, what the
and
fuck?
it's one of the big ones. So yes, I heard that.
What? Okay, you and Michelle obviously have your own thing. I
They
don't
do.
know about sake. Ooh, unless it has soy sauce, then I'm okay with it. But other than that, no. I'm Asian. The recommendation video came out great. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I know I tried to get those noise, right? I'm connected, y'all. Pat self on back, right? Seriously. Professor Roxana, if you're still here, let's chat. I want to put you back up. You're the great connector. He is definitely. So many dialects in the Philippines. Yes, 155, I believe, Sister April. We have so many. We have Waray. The only thing is that the Mindanao, which is wait, west, east, north, southern Filipinos are known for attitude. I'm just gonna say that I am from the south. Um, you could tell. I think if you put all our kids out there, like in a lineup, I think you could definitely tell who's my kid. What do you
Um,
think, sis?
yeah, I could tell that this morning very easily.
Yeah, a little bit of, attitude in there.
She's got that, and she's got that leadership quality to her that she's not afraid to speak her mind, which is
No,
really good.
yeah. And I can't wait to meet you, April. It's not even funny. I'm so like beside myself. I do want to give you guys always value for being here when it comes to empowering communities for lasting change. I want to challenge you this week to think about what small things you can do for your community, not necessarily for you, but for your community, whichever community that you belong. Most of us have hounds and level up, right? So what can you do for your community that amplifies their message? Most of the time it's sharing, right? Sharing the posts and things like that. And also commenting. That's really the small kindness. But maybe you should level that up. I don't know. What are your thoughts? But usually for me, how I level that up is through texting. Whether if I have your number or not, I just I DM you on LinkedIn DM, like checking you out, like, hey, how are you doing, and things like that. Because it's nice to hear from people, not just like, hey, can you like my post? Hey, can you comment on my post? Like, you only feel so used when you're doing that. And sometimes
Yeah.
I post it on some groups, but sometimes I don't. But when I post it to some groups, I usually go to the first five that I see on the top so that I can comment and share because I'm big on reciprocity. You're gonna feel used up when you keep putting that, and you don't want to be the user part. You want to be the giver too, give and take. What about you, sister? What are some of the strategies that you'd provide for our audience?
Well, I do try to, and a lot of it depends on whatever's going on in my life. So I'm not like of late. I haven't been as active on that reciprocity of going out to the people that I'd been connecting with for so long, and I'm trying to find those ways to get back into it because sometimes it takes me a little bit to really. I put a lot of thought into what I'm writing, and I don't want to lessen that, but I want to write faster as well so I can get more people in the same amount of time or be able to help out. And so it's like I have my places that I try to hit, and then there's still some more that more to do with that. And being able to put our posts, even within the posts, I try to send messages every so often, but sometimes those messages will end up in a post that I put out, and just trying to highlight somebody, or what I've done in my own live stream a few times. It's when I see somebody and I'm acknowledging them, especially at the beginning, I might say something about them, like, this is what they're doing, this is their focus, and basically telling people to go check them out.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that, and I think we need to cheer up for other people. You know, it's lonely when you're just doing it on your own, and it's like it gets tiring. That's why I love collaborating, and I cannot wait for Charm School because it is a nonprofit. We're always going to ask for sponsors. We're going to have grant writers so that we're going to be here for all the people who are underserved,
Yep.
right? We are actually here so that the people that usually don't get the chance to go to these fancy schools to learn things, to that's what we want to target. Those girls who are growing up that has potential, but they can't do anything for their lives because their parents can't afford things. That's who we want to educate, right? And if you happen to have money and you want to donate your money and your time, if you don't want to donate money, if you want to donate your time, and you happen to be a charm school, have been to a charm school, I have been to a charm school, so yeah, go ahead and please reach out. We will get it done and up and running in 60 days. That I'm gonna tell you, because I'm just that type. I talk about it. I'm like, oh, Susanna, let's go. I can't run fast enough. But, we have government stuff that we have to go through. We are going to be looking for board members, very specific ones. We need grant writers. I need 5, actually. I also am going to find a secretary. I know this is bad, but I usually am like, oh, secretary. But anyway, like, I want a cute secretary, okay? Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Cute personality is what I'm looking for, not like complainer and blah blah blah. I want a really good person that who wants to be here for the future. This is for women and girls, and it's not just for specific demographics. It's for everybody. We are going to start in San Diego because we have a lot of demographics here, especially in Spanish community and Hispanic community. We're going to start there, and anybody wants to come. And then we're going to have, obviously, we're going to have podcasting room. We have to have podcasting room. Like, that's just my thing. And you can bring your kids. We want to actually have interstate exchange programs. Maybe we'll have, like, I don't know, housing where we could, that's eventually what I want years from now, housing where we can have an exchange student program. The kids from other state could come for free with their family and learn things for the weekend or something like that, or for a week. That's really my goal. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. Any last minute thing you would like to tell them, sister, to invite our anthology, to invite in our Tuesday conversation?
Well, the anthology and the Tuesday conversation, what I'm going to do with my show is I'm kind of taking a page out of you. So I'm going to try and have a slideshow with it. But my focus, I'm going to talk about the importance of we're more than what others see. Because there's just too much going on in this world right now that people, it's kind of like they look at somebody and they've made up their mind about them. And this is not what it means to move beyond boxes. Moving beyond boxes, finding belonging and mental health, it's understanding that we are more than what you're looking at.
Yeah, and stop talking crap about my wigs. I like my wigs. I hear people are like, oh my god, you have a different hair. I'm like, listen, girl, I'll tell you, I'll give you the link to my wig if you'd like it, but stop talking crap about it. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying, okay? But here's what I always will say. Don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. This is from Bruce Lee. So there's 2 things that's happening for Level Up that's huge, okay? Both anthologies are coming up. That's why I showed you the video of my student, because that's a 16-week program. I literally, and they create their own. And I also showed you another picture and story, because that is from Africa, all of them from Africa students, and I did it in 10 weeks on that one. And so I can pretty much teach anybody who's open-minded to do research and report writing. It is not that difficult if you just pay attention and be open-minded, right? And it is a process. So yeah, and I'm moving it up to April. It was February, Miguel was right, but we're moving it to April because I want a good quality academic publishing, because this is going to 61 countries, guys, in universities. So I want it to be close to perfection. Yes, sometimes I can't spell. Okay, at least I don't use AI. It's not perfect. I can't spell. I can't do numbers either. Okay, just like AI. Listen, English is my 7th language. What's your excuse? Okay, perfection. Right? And I'm like, I know I've been in this country long enough. You'd think I know how to spell, but I don't. What you should focus on is my heart and my action towards my community, not because I'm, wrong spelling or I can't do this. Forget about those. Those are part of the process. At least I'm still human and I'm not perfectly in a robotic mode, okay? All I'm saying, love you guys. I will see you on Tuesday at Susana Show. Wednesday, we will have Tracy and then on Thursday, I'm probably going to do by myself, because I will show you more of the mind map of what's going to be in the 9 profits. I'm just saying. Or I could change my mind. I'm a girl. I change my mind all the time.
Exactly.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Yeah. Wait. We need to have our thing, sister. What the hey? Where's my music?
The
I want my
music. The music.
have a dance for this, not like old people dance and just bump in our head.
A dance was part of the charm school, right?
Oh yeah, I used to teach hip hop back in the day. I think my back is killing me. Just even moving. Oh my god.
Mikey says he can tell what your mood is by the wig.
What's my mood right now? Oh yeah, perimenopause is it is? This is why I'm hot right now, okay?
Collaboration fuels us, together we thrive at Level Up Academy. Your dreams come alive.
Bye guys.